Hi everybody, I thought that I would just sit outside here, and it's about 53 today. It's a beautiful day to be outside cleaning up the yard and all that. Thought I would just update everybody on my new program, eating program. I kind of like to just say that I'm plant-based instead of all the other names that are given to any type of a diet program. But I just wanted to update everyone, and today is weigh-in Wednesday, and thought that I would just give everybody an update on how I'm doing. Now, I will say that yesterday we watched our grandchildren, and Steve ended up getting pizza and breadsticks for the grandkids and for him, and I ended up eating a couple pieces of that pizza, but I only had the cheese pizza. I didn't have any meat or anything on it. I would have loved veggies on it, but the kids don't like veggies on their pizza very much. But so I did eat a couple of those, and I'm sure that if anybody knows how weight loss goes, I'm sure that that probably overnight took away a little bit of what I had lost. And I say that because when I woke up this morning, my hands were real swollen. My fingers were all real swelled up. So I know that it had extra sodium, and then I haven't been eating any dairy. And to have the cheese on the pizza, I'm sure that affected me too. So when I got on the scale, I was still happy to see that I had lost 1 pound. And yeah, it's not a great big amount of weight for a week, but especially as large as I am and with as much as I need to lose. But I am happy with losing instead of gaining. And I'm sure it would have been a little bit more, but you know, at my age, I am not ever going to, you know, knock myself over the head anymore for what I do or don't do. As long as I'm always headed in the right direction. There are going to be times that I am going to have to eat what my family eats. We are planning on going on vacation very soon, and I know we're all traveling together, and we are all going to be staying in a cabin together. So I know that there's going to be days that we're going to be cooking at home, and I will probably have to eat what we make for everybody. Sorry, the chickens are right in front of the camera back there, behind the camera I should say, so if you hear them. But anyway, so anyway, we are going to go traveling together, and I know that I'm going to end up eating some of what they have. And our son's birthday is coming up, and he is wanting to go to a certain place that is well known for their fried catfish. So we're going to go, and I told him, I said, because he was asking about me, and I told him, I said, that's okay, I will find something. And even if I have to eat catfish, I'm going to see if they can serve it baked, or you know, maybe not fried with so much breading on it. I'm not really sure. But see, things like that, life happens, and you kind of have to just go along with it. So it's not going to be a problem for me. I honestly have a feeling that I might fall off the so-called dieting wagon once in a while, sometimes because of situations like traveling and that. But I'm telling you, I really love the way that I'm feeling on this plant-based. I really do. I'm actually starting to be able to get up and get things done to the house. And yesterday I was able to lay in the floor and play with my granddaughter. She had fallen off a chair and scared me to death and bumped the front of her head. So after I got her quieted down, I just laid her on the floor and I laid beside her and we played, and I got her laughing, and she was kind of wrestling around with me, and we had the best time. And when they went home, I was thinking, how blessed am I to be able to do that? Get down on the floor and get back up on my own. And at my weight, folks, I'm still really a large woman. So I'm very, very happy that, I have been blessed. And God has really blessed me, and I'm feeling much better. So I'm hoping that I'm going to, say that it's probably the plant-based diet that I'm doing. It really seems to be making me feel better. So we'll see if it's going to keep my fibromyalgia and all that stuff at bay. I also wanted to say that in the evenings, okay, this is what I used to have to do. I was taking between 3 to 4 insulin shots every day when I was just, on a normal so-called eating every day. So I noticed at first I had to, the poor chicken still thinks that the other ones can get to her, and they can't. So when one of them comes near her pen, she starts crying out like that. Now she went in her little tote, and they can't get to her. But anyway, the first thing that I noticed is that my evening shot, which I take my insulin, I have like rapid release like insulin, and I take that with my meals. And then at night, before I was going to bed, after my dinner, I was taking a slower, it's an insulin, it's N, and that was supposed to last overnight. And there's a whole lot of stuff, that I could say about doing that. The doctor, when I had my heart attack and had my open heart surgery, she's a specialist, and she was wonderful, and she's the one that told me how to start doing my insulin on a sliding scale. And she's the one that changed the insulin that I was taking. I was on 70/30. Hope you guys are still able to hear me. That wind's blowing. So anyway, I have not had to take my evening shot for a few weeks now, which that is amazing. I have not had to take, because I'm not eating in the middle of the day. I'm doing the intermittent fasting. So I eat at noon, and I take a shot then. And usually it's been about between 35 units and 40 to 45 units. Today I tried going down to 35, and I eat the same thing every morning. I eat my oatmeal, and I put about 1 or 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter in it, and a little bit of cinnamon, and then I barely drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on top. So it's not, you can't really even taste the sweetness, but it just adds the flavor. It makes the flavor of the cinnamon and everything better. So I thought, well, I've been eating that every day for a while, so I think that I will just try 35 units of my morning, insulin R. So I did that, and then you're supposed to check 2 hours after that to make sure, after you eat, to make sure that your liver's doing what it's supposed to be doing and working with the shot. Well, mine was real high, and 255. My blood sugar, so that was way too high, and I'm not sure why it was that high, but it's different things. Sometimes when I'm in pain, because my osteoarthritis and all of my joints and everywhere, I have deteriorating disc all in my back and neck, and I don't take pain medication. So sometimes when those are bothering me, my feet and ankles were bothering me real bad today, that will make my blood sugar from the pain go up. So I'm thinking that that's probably what it was. So I took 11 more units to help bring that down of the rapid insulin, and it brought it down. And then I won't eat my dinner until about 6 o'clock. I usually start about 5:30 getting everything prepared. So every day for dinner I eat something different. I either stick with some type of beans, pinto beans even, or any type of a bean, black bean or anything, as like my starchy stuff. and then I'll add in like the riced cauliflower or lots of other veggies. I like to also, I learned this from that Patty Too Mad, her channel, and what she does is she uses her salad mix and she puts it in a food processor and makes it real tiny and cut up. And I found that that is exactly how I love it. I used to like to go to Subway, and Subway would chop up their salads real small, and I loved them like that. So I've been getting my salad mix and doing the same thing and chopping it all up real fine. And that way when I eat it, I'm actually eating more salad mix vegetables than I would be if they were left in big chunk pieces, because I just honestly get tired of chewing, and I know that sounds so funny, but I do. And when I'm eating with it all chopped up like that, it's so much easier for me to chew and eat, and I just enjoy it more. Instead of using salad dressing, she's also the one that told me, well, she tells it on her channel, that she will put the juice of pickles, like, you know, I like dill pickles. I like all pickles really, but so I'll pour in some dill pickle juice over top of that salad mix in a bowl, and to me it's really good. And then I'll cut up the pickles, you know, get the bigger ones about like that, the whole pickle, and then I'll chop that up too and put that in the salad, and oh yeah, it's really good. So just kind of giving you guys little tips and hints. I want to start being able to get out and walk and stuff, but like today I said it's 53, and it would be nice if the wind wasn't blowing so hard. The wind is blowing, and it's you probably can't see it in the trees very much because there's no leaves yet, but anyway, that makes me cold and chilled. So when the weather starts breaking, I hope to start walking, Steve and I both. And I was gonna say tomorrow it's only gonna be in the 30s. So this weather, like it is everywhere else, it goes up and down and up and down until it starts getting a little, until it starts staying the same, at least within a few degrees. I'm probably not going to go take off walking around the neighborhood just because the wind chills me to the bone. So yes, I only lost 1 pound, but yes, I am proud of that 1 pound. And so that makes my total. I started January the 28th or the 29th. Might have been the 29th, January 29th. So since then, I've lost 17 pounds. So I'm proud of that. I think that's good. My mom actually told me the other day, she said, I can tell in your stomach. And I said, really? Because I haven't noticed anywhere yet. But, you know, that's okay. I did a video of where I'm twirling in a circle real slow the day that I started. So I figured I'd wait a couple months, maybe do it for my 3rd month, and I'll put it together with a new one of me doing the same twirl, and we'll see together. I'll let you guys see together if you think I've lost. But I thought for my 3rd month weigh-in, that would probably be kind of fun to see, and maybe then I'll share with you what I started out as. I'm so ashamed, you guys. I truly am ashamed of how big I let myself get. So much heavier than I ever had been or ever thought to be in my life. But we're not looking back, right? We are looking forward, and I'm glad you guys are with me on this journey. I really am. So I wanted to tell you, I stopped over by the chicken coop to check the eggs because we have got a bunch of eggs today. I think yesterday Steve said we ended up with 10, and then today I think he had already counted 9, and I found 1 more. I laid it over on the door. I'll have to show you when I get ready to close. But so we're doing really good in eggs, and I'm not eating eggs right now, so I put a thing on my social media telling all the neighbors that I have fresh brown eggs ready for $2 a dozen if anybody wants them. And so my daughter-in-law stopped over with her mom. My daughter-in-law's grandmother, which is her mom's mom, is in the hospital, and she's not been doing good. She has lots of problems, but today Kim let us know that she was able to open up her eyes. So yesterday she was able to, they could tell that she could understand what they were saying to her. So if you wouldn't mind, she could sure use extra prayers. But anyway, they stopped over to pick up the boys today, and I asked Kim's mom if she would like a couple dozen eggs. So I went ahead and gave her 2 dozen eggs, and they weren't washed, but they were pretty clean. And I just let her know that, told Curtis, I said, Curtis, tell your grandma that she can just set them out on the counter until she's ready for them to be washed, or put them in the fridge, whatever she wants, but they'll last for a while sitting on the counter. So, okay, well, it's been kind of cool to be out here and making another video for you guys. I can't wait to do this when everything is green and beautiful again. And oh my goodness, am I a summer and I guess a spring summer girl, even though I'm not a young girl. Those are still my favorite times of the year. I don't mind all seasons, and that's one reason why I love Ohio. We have the best of all seasons right where I live, and I am thankful for those. But after winter and you're cooped up in the house and it's cold, and oh yeah, it's great to get out and feel the sun shining on you again. And yeah, I look a little goofy with my hat on, but my ears and stuff bug me if the wind goes through, and yeah, goes through. If the wind hits me in the ear, it makes my ear hurt. But all right, thanks so much for coming along with me today. I hope that maybe you've enjoyed what I've talked about the plant-based diet, and I hope that maybe I've said something to help some of you that are trying to do this along with me. Every day, we're just going to take one day at a time, and we're going to embrace all of the positive changes that we're making in our lives. So God bless you guys and have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. There's the egg I left sitting there, balanced on the screw. Yep, it's a pretty dark one. I was hoping you guys could see Romeo's tail feathers. They are so black that when the sun shines on them, they look green. They're so pretty. I know it's kind of hard to tell through the fencing, but can't really tell because the sun's going down, but oh, those ladies are sitting up on that toy thing that Steve made for them. Those are the Rhode Island Reds. They always stay separate than the other ones usually. Oh, she's up on the perch. On one of them. We got lots of them for the chickens.
The one that Dinah brought in, I just saw a complete dozen for today. I'd already gotten 11 for today, so
Awesome!
they gave us a dozen. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty good for right now.
Ain't my hubby good looking? He gets to preach tonight, so everybody have a great day. Great evening.
Yeah.